Hey, 2 people already. Let me just finish up a bit of practice here. And many more. I'm looking so regal today, it's shocking. Oh my God. Good evening from a thundery Wales. I bet you live in mould. I don't know, it's a guess. I think this could be mould that we're talking about here. Now look at me, I'm looking right fecking regal, for fuck's sake, what's going on? I've got the whole thing and the pussy bow and, well, okay, the polka dots is too far, but I'm in a regal mood. Why am I in a regal mood? Why? Ah, Mike Waddington, Mark. Let me see. Hello, Kate. There you go, fabulous. Thank you so much, Kate. I'm in a regal mood because I'm about to sing songs from a very regal album of mine, Mopping Up Karma, as I like to call it, Muck. Muck. As you can see, this is me on the front as Bodicea. There I am, mopping up karma. That's me. Very, it actually looks like Bodicea. It really does. It's like on the coin. It's very Bodicea-like. It looks like the Queen of the Waves, all the rest of it. Very Elizabethan and fantastic, very royal. And then what you see in my hand, it's like on the coin, Britannia. Britannia is the word I'm looking for. Britannia rules the waves. That's me as Britannia, but I'm actually holding a mop. And when you look at the bottom, if you happen to own this, I know you all do, this album, you'll see the bottom, it's in a bucket. Because in life, I feel like we spend most of our life mopping up fucking karma. It's like what you create for yourself comes back and bites you in the bum, and there you have it. Hey, MG, Alan, Rhino, oh my God. Rhino? Yes, I do. How did you know I would do that? Yeah, you could hear me from, yeah. You knew the minute you heard it. You're so good. And there you see, that's why I'm looking so regal. Here I am, look at me. Now, either I'm really regal or I'm some kind of S&M bondage freak. Either way, I'm in a right regal mood, and I'm going to be singing you songs and telling you stories about the making of, or should I say the stories behind, the mopping up of karma. Oh. She was a girl who loved drama, but today she's just mopping up karma. That's me, ladies and gentlemen. I create it. There's me, smiley me with the Union Jack. I create drama. I am a dramatic human being. I'm a drama queen, a gay man in a woman's body. Many of us have agreed with this one. Sean Colvin named me Sir Lady Judith. And I think that really says it all. But today, Let's start, shall we? Hey everyone, is my sister on yet? Is my sister on? Kevin, did I miss my sister saying hello? Emma Doubleday, get the fancy cheese out. Stilton, I think. Stilton with some port, please, for both of us. Would you? Up, truffles. Susan. No, I can start. My sister's on. I can start. I won't do it unless she's on. I won't fucking do it. Don't make me. Still looking regal. What else have we got here? George. I see you, George. Oh, yes. And yes. Yes. Oh, yes. So, Mopping Up Karma. Now, we all know that I'm a voyeur of life. What I write about, obviously me, it's all about me. But it's not all about me. What I really write about is you. I mean, not specific. Hello. Look at that. Bloody Martin, Emma. So what I really write about is how I see other human beings struggle with the same things that I struggle with. I see all of us just trying to get the fuck through, for fuck's sake. And that's what I write about, because it's too fucking selfish and narcissistic and appalling. I'm a narcissist, of course, but I'm a woman too, which means I have just a fraction of humanity that saves me. So what I write about is what I see other people going through that reminds me of my own struggle. You get it. You know it. That's why when you hear it, I hope you think, yeah, I get this. So Mopping Up Karma was very much about that early time. 2000 is when it was going to come out. And that was a time really when I had just come to grips with being in America. And when I say come to grips, I mean started to get through my depression and actually see the world that was around me and not just hate it and hate everything about, living in great sunshine and a really good climate and at the beach and everything. But no, I stopped wearing leather. I actually came to my senses and realized that there were some good things to be got from this, mostly in getting well. But the thing that I really started to see and what I wrote about a lot with Mopping Up Karma was literally the people that I met and saw around me and how much empathy and understanding I had for them as a person who has their own baggage, their own damage, their own inability to deal with stuff that came in with my own shit, as everybody does. And it's a follow-on from the last show that I did, talking about the toxicity of this city and the LA, the LA illness, which can really fucking floor you. Luckily it didn't with me. I had all this shit happen before I got here, and then strangely, in an ironic twist, I actually got well here because they have such good therapists. But nothing prepared me for LA. Nothing could have prepared me for it. So whilst I was getting healthy, I kept seeing people who were so unhealthy. It was extraordinary. And I write a lot about women because I am a woman. It's true. I am. I am a gay man trapped in a woman's body, but I am nonetheless. I have the equipment, the accoutrement. I'm a woman, so I do relate a lot to women, but I also write about men. Yes, I do. And the first song I'm going to play is very much about the kind of man that you do tend to meet in LA. It's a shocker. I was actually watching for the first time in my life, there's this film by Warren Beatty, he of You're So Vain, fantastic and all that shit. But he did this film that he directed and was in with the best looking women in the world, Julie Christie and Goldie Hawn. I've never seen this in my life, called Shampoo, where he's a hairdresser. And he's so fucking godlike, beautiful, handsome, ridiculous. Now, I met an actor like him that reminded me of him back when I was writing songs for Mopping Up Karma. So beautiful, so charming, so fucking self-aware, so knowing that he was God's gift, so unbelievably, stunningly beautiful and yet charming. I was fascinated, and I was also so relieved not to be with someone like that. I dated an Italian once who was so vain. All he ever did, I could have worn a plastic bag, a trash bag, rubbish bag out to dinner. He wouldn't notice. All he cared about was asking me, did his ass look good in his trousers? I shit you not. Oh God! But he was married to his mother, and lived in his car. But I have to say that this actor, it was just so astounding, and it was almost funny how beautiful he was and how self-aware and how he was looking over my shoulder to see. And then I got it. Then I got the Warren Beatty moment. I saw Warren Beatty in a party once, and he never moved from this table. He never ever moved. The reason he didn't is because he'd found his light as a brilliant director and somebody who knows how to film and light beauty. He was underneath the greatest spotlight that he could find in the room. He saw it immediately, never left that spot because he knew he had the light. It's unbelievable. But this is on that same level. And it was, like I said, It was stupendous when you see this in action, but I realized I saw this guy at this party catching himself in every mirror, every reflection. It could have been the fridge, it could have been a fucking spoon. He caught himself in every reflection, so of course I had to write the song, and wish me well. I haven't played this for so long, but I think we're all going to enjoy a quick listen to Extraordinary. I'll tell you how it got that name afterwards, because it was going to be He's Ordinary, but here we go. Breathe. Yesterday, I saw him there, a peacock standing at my shoulder. Well, I never thought that I could care to see someone so beautiful. Well, I met his type once or twice, and I recognized this prince of highs. But when he leant to speak, I knew he'd seek out his reflection in my own eyes. Extraordinary, like sun at midnight. Extraordinary, like snow in summertime. Extraordinary, and I'm glad he's not mine. Yeah, yeah, that's what I like. Yeah, 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 that's what I like. Well, you never know, you never see the beauty till it comes and gets you. He's a symphony, and of course he sees mirrors everywhere he goes. And every day his popinjay dresses right so tight, it's shocking. And when he talks and when he walks, he knows you're watching. Extraordinary, like sun at midnight. Extraordinary, like snow in summertime. Extraordinary, and I'm glad he's not mine. Oh, 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 that's what I like. Oh, 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 that's what I like. No more waiting for the phone, wondering if he's gonna call, if he'll ever come home to pick your heart off the floor. No wondering, looking around the room, wondering who he's gonna do. Is she beautiful too? Is she pinned to the wall? No more wondering why every man, woman, beast, child finds him charming just like you do. You're happy to bask in the love on his face that he feels for himself, for himself. Extraordinary, like sun at midnight. Extraordinary, like snow in summertime. Extraordinary, and I'm glad he's not mine. Oh, 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 that's what I like. Yeah, 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 that's what I like. Ooh, that's what I like. Yeah, yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like. Hey, Mark, Anders, hey, how you all? It's been so long since I played that. Oh my God. Does it sound all right? Have I got the mix okay? That's what I would ask of you. I did a few tweaks. Yes! Hannah Whittington. I know you love that song. Who the fuck ever wants to be with a really vain man? It's awful. I mean, you know, a good-looking man that you can have a laugh with and knows how funny it is that he's so vain and beautiful, but a man that doesn't even vaguely get it. For fuck's sake, people. Moving on. What can I say? You know, this level of vanity, of course, it comes from the need to be beautiful. It comes from the industry. It comes from attracting people who know that their currency is their beauty, is their perfection, that's how their youth is, that's what makes them hot. But it also creates, of course, terrible damage in people who are chasing the dream, as we spoke about on Sunday. But it makes for very ill people too. And I'm gonna move on to something which is much more about control in a world and a life that is out of control. But that's really what we're talking about here. It's this desire to be perfect and to fit in, but a desire to control the out of control. And that happens in a desperate situation. So there was this time when I was writing the songs for this record, and I was in a gym. I don't know why. I fucking hate them. I mean, I'll do anything. It's, and it's like thousands of people just looking too perfect, looking at each other's butts to see if, you can bounce a penny off it type thing. And it's just revolting. And, but still, I was there. And it's probably raining or something. So I went to the gym and I saw this girl, and it was like looking at me when I was like late teens, early 20s in drama school with a terrible eating disorder, trying to look perfect, trying to fit in, trying to control the out of control, trying to deal with trauma by controlling my body. That's the only thing I had. And there she was, beautiful, I mean stunning, obviously an actress, and obviously thinking, oh God, the stories I will tell. I was going to say I could tell. I'm going to tell one of these days. I'll share them with you over the next few weeks about the shit that you hear in this town when it comes to treatment of actresses and the guys, a lot of the actors, a lot of the executives, not the beautiful peacocks like I just sang about, but the schlumpy guys that can be any size and any weight and look like absolute dire shit. They get away with it all. That's fine. They can age. They go on forever. Women cannot. They just have to stay eternally young and eternally thin because the camera adds 150 pounds or something terrible. And it's terribly cruel. And the way that, I had a friend who was told that the reason that the executives, this is all made up. The thought that it wasn't doing well is because she was possibly 15 to 20 pounds overweight. She was the star, the only person that was funny and a star and brilliant. Anyway, so that gives you an idea of what we're talking about in this world. So here we have this incredible girl, and I wanted to run up to her and say, for fuck's sake, you're beautiful, you're killing yourself, she was skeletal. So, it's like, forget Renée Zellweger, she was on another, it was beyond, and that, So I was so shocked, and I wanted to go up to her and tell her, please stop. But I know, we all know, when you're in that place. I remember what I was like when I had an eating disorder. I wouldn't listen to anybody. I wouldn't listen to my fucking sister who's like taken care of me, looked after me, and loved me so much all these years, and was only worried for me, of course. Well, you don't listen to anyone because you can't see it. All you see is this ugly person, this desperate, ugly person who somehow isn't doing well and isn't getting what they need and isn't getting the parts, and all the rest of it. And for me, isn't like, seen or loved, or that's it. So you control this. And so I really wanted to, but I wasn't the person I am today. I think today I would have gone up to her and said, look, please stop. But still, when you've got it, this takes serious help, not just someone being like me. But whenever I see people like this, and I see them a lot, I see women running, going, running for like 5 miles a day, and they literally look like they can't actually they don't have the energy to stand up. And I want to just say, give me your email. I'm going to send you this fucking song right now. Rhino, this is for you. You know what's coming. And I guess the good part of this is it made me realise when I saw this woman how far I'd come, because it broke my heart, because I could see who I was and who I am now, and I could see that, woo, message from heaven. The rules have changed. I'm not the same girl as I used to be. And it's getting better to be stronger. And I know now the day has died where I wore my hatred like a badge of pride. So pinch me if I'm dreaming. And when I saw her, I knew her. I understood the hateful things she'd say. I spoke to her. I got down on my knees and prayed to her to save her life and free her today. Send her a message from heaven. She's got so much to say, and she's beautiful. And free her today. Send her a message from heaven, for she's trying all the way. Tell her she's beautiful. It's the cruelest game when you can't see Eden for all of your shame. And it's just so damn hard getting stronger. But I know now there's a blaze inside, and it holds a flame that never ever dies. The longer it burns, the brighter it shines. So when I saw her, I knew her. I understood the hateful things she'd say. I wish I could have spoken to her, got down on my knees and prayed for her life. Free her today. Send her a message from heaven. She's got so much to say, and she's beautiful. And free her today. Send her a message from heaven, for she's trying all the way. Tell her she's beautiful. And don't you know her name? You know her name. Sister, if you've been where I've been, you know her name. So free her today. Send her a message from heaven. She's got so much to say, and she's beautiful. And free her today. Send her a message from heaven, before she throws it all away. Tell her she's beautiful. Free her, send her a message from heaven. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I've got to tell the stories. The stories make sense. The stories tell you everything. The stories tell you the stories elaborate on the songs to a point where it's almost impossible to have one without the other. That's why I talk so fucking much in live shows, because it makes sense of them. I think that's it, isn't it? Woohoo, Kevin! Yeah, so, If you anybody you know who's suffering along those same lines and doing themselves a massive injustice in life, and that could be eating, that could just be self-loathing. We women are so good at self-loathing, you know that. We come in with the self-loathing gene so developed, it's fantastic. I would send that to anyone I know, absolutely. But now, you know, that's the illness, I guess, of the on the one hand being so beautiful and being so vain, on the other of being so self-loathing and so self-hating and cruel to oneself. And then there is this other illness I'm going to lift from in that happy-go way that I do when I talk about this stuff. From Mopping Up Karma, it's the title track, because there is no song called Mopping Up Karma, but there is the song that has that line in it, which is, I think, one of the best lines I have ever written. As I said it earlier, she was a girl who loved drama, but today she's just mopping up karma. Let me tell you the story of this. I have a friend. No, it's not about me. For fuck's sake. I know. It's like, doctor, I have a friend and she just can't stop masturbate when she's out buying groceries. No, it's not me. It's not. I do have a friend who had a real big case. Well, let's just say the thing that she had common with the last woman, the one who couldn't see how beautiful she really was, who couldn't be told, who wouldn't hear the truth, because none of us do when we're in that situation. There's also a situation when you're in love, when you're in love, when you're in that absolute, beginning, early lust, blinded by it, I write a lot about this. You will also not take any advice from other people, somebody that said to you, I think I might have had sex with your fiancé last night. Those kind of things. They won't hear it. They will not hear it. And that's an extreme version. But something that happened to me was very close to that. I mean, shockingly close to that. Let me tell you. Friend of mine who had always been like, I'm never going to settle down. I'm always going to be with really amazingly wrong guys, and they'll always be married, and they'll always be with somebody else, and they'll be, there's no way they can commit because I'm a commitment phobe, and I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to drop them because I don't want to be pinned down. And then, of course, when she fucking falls in love, she falls in love with such the wrong man. It's shocking. And when I say that, I mean when I met said man at a dinner party at a person's house, and lots of people I know, etc. But I did think it was wrong when he looked across the room at me and winked, or wanked, as Pedro might say. He wanked at me. That's the past tense of wink, wanked. This is a great I'll share this with you sometime. Pedro's truly one of the greatest human beings I know, and one of the funniest guys ever. But anyway, so he uses that accent, let me tell you. So, winked at me. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong to do that at your just about to get married fiancé's party at her friend. Then, when we were going to leave, I could have sworn that he grabbed me and held me a little too tight, and that he did in fact push of the tackle and of the appendages down in the netherly regions into said thighs. And I found that to be disturbing on such a disgusting level. And yet, could I say anything? Could I actually say, hello, if you marry this guy, I will kill him and then you, in that order? No, I mean, that's, again, too much maybe, but it was so wrong. I didn't know what to do. I was, because you can't say that to someone who's in love. You know that. They'll find every reason. They'll blame you. They'll hate you. You won't be friends anymore. So I just left it. And fuck me, bun me, blow me, tweeze me. What happens? Exactly what I thought would happen, but so much worse. The karma that came upon my friend, who is now happily ensconced in the greatest relationship, having the most wonderful life. I will just say that right now. He ends up being the worst scumbag in the world, who not only had a mistress the entire time that they were dating, but was also the mistress. Mistress was at the wedding. I do believe there were bodily fluids exchanged between mistress and said groom. And then the mistress, who was mentally unhinged, would be a stalking of my friend and would be a stalking of them and was incredibly dangerous and was out of her mind. And then, oh, does it get any worse? Yes, it does, actually. He absconded with all her money, my friend, and basically just spent the whole fucking lot. And then I think at that point that might have been it, really. But it was appalling. I mean, the kind of thing films are made of, is all I can say. But now she's happy and it's amazing and it's all incredible, but this guy was such a scumbag. What can I say? But of course it made for a great song, because isn't it amazing how the things we try to avoid, is it because we know that really we're attracted to them? Is that what it is? So many times the thing that I want the least in life is the thing that I know I am attracting. The thing I fear the most is what I'm attracting. And it's this thing of, sometimes in life, karma comes and bites you up the fucking ass, or ass, as they say here. Here we go. The title track. Who's That Girl? She was the kind of girl who carried on with most men who were married. She loved all the storm and the drama. She liked how they couldn't own her only harm, and she fell hook, line and sinker, a racehorse running with blinkers, and of course he was a stinker. She didn't find out till the honeymoon. She asked him, who's that girl in the picture? Who's that girl on the phone? Don't you know I don't ask for anything but the truth. I know now I've come to deserve you. Just tell me who loves you when I'm not home. She was a girl who loved danger, but today she's just haunted by a stranger, an old flame, always one step behind her, who scares her, who dares her, reminding her of herself. Who's that girl in the picture? She asked him, who's that girl on the phone? Don't you know I don't ask for anything but the truth. I know now that I've come to deserve you. Just tell me vanity, oh more. At church of our vanities, is it any wonder why home? Is it any wonder how we plunder this thing we call our home? And she was a girl who loved drama, but today she's just mopping up karma. I'd say the things that I feel, but I know they'd alarm her. And God throws these thunderbolts, it's his little joke on us. And who's that girl? Don't you know she cries? Who's that girl? Don't you know I don't want anything but the truth? You're a bastard, but I love you. So tell me who loves you when I'm not home. Who's that I made it through. I did it. Oh, for feck's sake. Oh my, what am I saying? Stirring. Oh, yeah. Especially if you've been there. I think anybody that's had someone cheat on them, I have. I'm not sure I know anyone who hasn't been cheated on. But anybody who has been cheated on by somebody, you know this feeling. It's just like you're absolutely not willing to take advice or to hear anything from anybody else, you know? Thank you, everyone, so much. But the truth is, fucking hell, you know, it's that thing, isn't it? It's that thing. And this just struck me how karmic this was, going from, you know, maybe she always knew that when she fell, she would fall so hard that it would be the destruction of her. I don't know, but Mopping Up Karma, there it is. Now, on Sunday, we're going to have Mopping Up Karma Part 2, of course. I've done some of the songs. I did one recently, of course, Creatures of Habit, and I did Diaboline, of course, as well. But there's loads more, don't you worry, and loads more stories, I must say. And, you know, it's a joy to learn these songs again for you and to share these stories. It just takes me right back. And part of me wants to just re-record them like this with Lee and Pedro. They sound... They're so joyful, and to do them in a more artful way, you know, less sort of pop head. But I do love that record. I love it so much. Now, good news, Friday there will be, you know, I did the little teaser for another live recording. Now it's actually going to be even more exciting because it will be Leland Sklar, Pedro Segunda and myself at 6 feet apart in this room doing Summer in the City. So you'll be seeing that on Friday, and I can't wait for you to see that. And then I will see you Sunday, Mopping Up Karma, Part 2, all the stories, and believe me, there are so many more that you're about to hear. So until then, thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Yeah, Oh, and I have to say, of course, the usual thing, masks, 6 feet, wash, wipe, do everything, and the bits and everything in between. Oh, keep doing it. You are not mad. You know it's right to do this. Take care of yourselves. I love you truly, and thank you so much for joining me on For Fuck's Sake with me, Judith Owen. Love you guys. I'm leaning in. Bye, honeys.